team, Kate here with Take It Back Reactions, and I'm very excited to bring you this video. Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire, What I Say, and Whole Lot of Shakin' going on. And this was performed on the Ed Sullivan Show. Okay, so the reason why I'm excited is because, the trifecta. I have heard of Jerry Lee Lewis, I have heard Great Balls of Fire, and I have heard of the Ed Sullivan Show. However, I have never seen Jerry Lee Lewis perform this, and if you're on the younger side like me, Jerry Lee Lewis was an American pianist, singer, and songwriter, nicknamed The Killer. He was described as rock and roll's first great wild man, a pioneer of rock and roll and rockabilly music. Lewis made his first recordings in 1952. I mean, that's pretty incredible. So he was born in 1935 and he died in 2022. Hey, wasn't that a cool Wikipedia, like, little blurb? I think that's the best one. Nicknamed The Killer. You know, when I used to work at a gym full time, and we would do like competitions, and they called me Killer Kate. So I feel a kinship with Jerry Lee Lewis already. You know what else I pulled up? His top songs. And I guess what's number one is Great Balls of Fire. So yay, we got that one. Next one is Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. Oh, so is that two different songs? So are we going to listen to two songs? Okay, so maybe we're listening to Great Balls of Fire and What I'd Say and a Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. I guess we'll see, won't we? Number 3, it says Chantilly Lace. And number 4, What's Made Milwaukee Famous Has Made a Loser Out of Me. All right, do you agree with that list? Which one's your favorite Jerry Lee Lewis song? Okay, vamos team. Let me press my buttons.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. Broke my wheel, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let me love my balls, honey. You come along and woo me, honey. And my mind loves to smile. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Okay, I have to pause. How insane is him playing the piano like that? It almost looks like he's just banging, but look at how incredibly talented that is. And his great, obviously I can't do that, but the way that he like projects his voice like that, what's that called? Falsetto? Something like that? I don't know. Falsetto, that's when you make your voice sound not, like normal, right? Okay, correct me below in the comments. All right, we'll take it back so we can watch his hands.
Balls of fire, honey. You come along and woo me, honey. And my mind loves to smile. Goodness gracious, with balls of fire. Yeah, mama, don't treat me wrong. I'ma love you, daddy, all night long, all right. Woman with the diamond ring, she knows how to shake that thing, all right. Hey, hey, all right. Well, hey, mama, take your palm on us, and you gotta send you back to Arkansas. Honey, you don't do right, you just don't do right. You can't do right. Yeah, baby, what I see.
I can't decide what's more impressive, the way he's singing or the way I mean, he almost looks like he's just a child on the piano, but like obviously it's so impressive. He's not even looking and he hits the correct notes. This is insanely good. And are you in your seat like me? Like, jumping up and down. Okay, let's take it back just a little bit so we don't miss it. Okay, let's take it back a lot. Let's take it back.
Hey, mama, take your palm on us, and you gotta send you back to Arkansas. Honey, you don't do right, you just don't do right. You can't do right. Yeah, baby, what I see, honey, what I see. What did Jerry Lee say?
every single time he does that, he hits the same notes, or it's like, oh, well, I'm just hitting the high note, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that on a piano before.
I wanna know, honey, I wanna know. I wanna know, baby.
I mean, it sounds like they were the correct notes, right?
I wanna know.
He's like laughing at
What I
himself.
say, what I say, what I say, what I say. Mercy. All right, come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Okay, so it sounds like it is like the collaboration. Is that what it's called? Compilation of Great Balls of Fire and What I Say, a Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. Okay, so 2 different songs, right? Yes, I think so. So let's take that back.
Come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. Come on over, baby. No, you can't go wrong. Honey, I ain't faking. I got a whole lot of shaking going on. Oh, let me go down. Shake it. Ooh, shake it, baby. You can shake it one time for me. Well, you have to come over, baby. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Let's go one time. Hey! Oh, shake it, baby. Move it, move it, move it. All right. Move it, baby. Come on. Take it, baby. Move it, 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 move it. I ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Okay, we're going to take it back. We're going to watch it again because, oh my gosh, that is like, were you like me, like just mesmerized? Like, holy moly. All right. And the second time that he put his foot up, and then he was like, can you imagine? So I teach this like a ballet class. It's like a bar class. So I stopped it right when he's putting his leg up, and I have my participants like put their leg up on the bar, and it's physically hard for a lot of people. So not only is that like, you know, obviously talent, like musically, but that's actually physically, you try it. You stand at like your kitchen bench or your countertop, as we call it in the States, and put your leg up on top of it and then move your foot back and forth like that. It's really difficult for most people if you're not used to doing it. Okay, I don't want to miss it again.
Move it, move it, move it. All right. Come on. Take it, baby. Move it, 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 move it. I ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Oh, that was lovely. And then I'm assuming that's Ed Sullivan coming out and congratulating him. You did it again. So, okay, so I pulled up the comments so that we can see what it says. Oh, he was just 34 here, but it's noticeable that he was not a kid anymore. The good thing is Jerry is still alive and kicking, and that talent, wow. So I guess that was right before he died. His voice is so underrated. I don't know what it is, whether it is his timing or tone, but it is just so good. And to that, his charisma, presence, and piano playing. That's exactly, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And did you notice the drummer and the guitarist in the background? Like they were just, every time it like panned out, they were just staring at Jerry. which is incredible. I mean, now that I've like listened to it, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, there was also drums and a guitar, but I was just so focused on the piano. It was just so amazing. 53 years later, this performance is still overwhelming and astonishing. What a true legend, a rock founding father. That, yes, exactly. If there was anyone who understood that the piano is a percussion instrument, it was Jerry Lee Lewis. That is so on point. That was a good one. All right. His piano and entertainment skills, he knew how to wow a crowd. That's for sure. They don't make him like Jerry Lee Lewis anymore. What a show he was. And the entertainer. The killer is gone, but not his music. R.I.P. Jerry, thanks to the music and the show. That's a great one to finish on. All right, team. That was, I enjoyed. You know me. I like those poppy, like, I like something that you can, find a beat to. Okay, so what other Jerry Lee Lewis songs should I listen to? Or maybe another guest on the Ed Sullivan Show. It was like a variety show, right? Like a talk show, and they had comedians and stuff. So let me know. I'll react to anything that you guys tell me. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Adios. Bye.